My chosen one, I am sorry, but I am angry with you because you skipped me yesterday. That day was meant to test your faith, my child. In a single day, you received many messages from different sources and countless signs. I understand that it is not always possible for you to hear my words, but through this message, I ask you to acknowledge that you care for me, even if there are moments when you have no time to listen. Even though I understand your situation, acknowledging that you are busy before skipping me not only makes me happy, but also keeps you connected with me. You must understand that our relationship is not about perfection, but about consistency. I do not expect you to always hear me with an unshaken heart, for I know that life can be overwhelming. Distractions come, burdens arise, and responsibilities pull you in different directions. Yet, in the midst of it all, I ask you not to allow your heart to drift too far from me. It is not your mistakes that sadden me. It is when you fail to acknowledge them before me. It is not your human weakness that draws my anger. It is the indifference that sometimes takes root in your heart. You are my child, formed by my own hands. Do you not see that all I desire is your love, even when you fail or fall short? My love for you remains unchanged, but I want you to understand that your heart must remain tethered to mine, even in the smallest moments. Do you know why I tested you yesterday? It was not to harm you or prove you unworthy. It was to remind you that I am watching. I long for you to remember me in even the smallest choices of your day. It is easy to call upon me when you are in need, when you are lost, or when you are searching for answers. But what about the moments when you are comfortable, when the world does not press upon you? Do you still think of me then? My child, I do not want to be your refuge only in times of trouble. I want to be your delight in times of peace. Every choice you make, every moment of attention, and every thought that crosses your mind carries weight in the spiritual realm. The enemy does not need to pull you into darkness all at once. He only needs to distract you just long enough, little by little, until you begin to drift away. That is why I ask for your heart, not only in grand gestures, but also in the small acknowledgments. When you wake in the morning, do you remember that I gave you breath? When you rest at night, do you remember that I sustained you throughout the day? My child, I have been with you since your first heartbeat. I have guided you even when you were unaware. And yet, when you do not acknowledge me, even for a brief moment, it does not go unnoticed. Do you think I am angry because I desire worship for my own sake? No, my child, I do not ask for your love because I lack something. I ask for your love because I know that without me, you will stumble. I ask for your devotion because I know that without my presence, the enemy will seek to fill the spaces you leave empty. Do not give him room. Do not let him convince you that skipping a moment with me is insignificant, for it is in those small moments that destinies are shaped. I see your heart and I know your intentions. But remember, good intentions must be followed by action. A love that is never expressed remains hidden, and a fire that is not tended will eventually fade. That is why I ask you to acknowledge me in all your ways so that I may direct your path. If you feel too busy, tell me. If you feel weary, tell me. If you feel unsure, tell me. Do not let a single day pass without speaking to me, even if it is just to say, Lord, I see you and I love you. That is all I desire, to know that your heart has not forgotten mine. I am not far from you. Even now, as you read this, I am here. My spirit surrounds you and my presence fills the room where you sit. I know your worries, and I see the things that weigh upon your heart. You may think I do not understand the pressures you face, but I understand far more than you can imagine. That is why I have given you my spirit, so that you would never have to carry these burdens alone. But my child, if you do not make space for me, how can I speak to you? If you do not turn to me, how can I guide you? I will never force my way into your heart or demand your time, but I will always wait for you, longing for the moment when you turn your eyes toward me again. Do not let guilt keep you away, and do not let shame build a wall between us. If you have forgotten me even for a moment, return to me in the next. I am not a God who holds grudges. I am a father who rejoices when his child comes home. I do not focus on your failures, but rather on your willingness to keep trying. I see the battles you fight and the thoughts that try to pull you away. I know that sometimes you wonder if I am still speaking. I have never stopped speaking, but you must quiet your heart long enough to hear me. Let today be different. Let today be the day that you do not wait for a crisis to call upon me. Let today be the day that you whisper my name, not because you need something, but because you love me. Let today be the day that you make space for me, not out of obligation, but out of desire. I promise you, my child, when you make room for me, you will find me. When you seek me with your whole heart, I will reveal myself to you. When you call upon me, I will answer. I am preparing you for something greater. The days ahead will require a deeper connection with me. The world is changing and the enemy is growing bolder. Now is not the time to drift away. Now is the time to draw closer, to strengthen your faith and to build upon the foundation that I have laid within you. Do not take my presence lightly. Do not let the distractions of the world steal your devotion. I am calling you higher, and I need you to be ready, my child. I love you, even in my anger. My love remains even when you fail, and my mercy endures. But heed this warning. Do not let another day pass without acknowledging me. Do not let another moment slip by without turning your heart toward mine. I have always been here, and I am waiting for you, my child. Do you not see how I long for you? How I wait for you with open arms while you drift away amidst the distractions of this world? You say you love me, yet your actions do not always align with your words. I am not angry in the way men are angry, with fleeting emotions and selfish pride. I am the Lord your God, and my anger is righteous, born from the deep love I have for you. Do you not understand? I desire your heart, not just in the moments that are convenient, but in every moment. Even in the midst of your busyness, I do not ask for what you cannot give. I ask for what you have promised me. A heart that remains steadfast, a soul that remains open, and a mind that remains focused on my voice. Even in the noise of the world, you must always connect with me, for I am the source of your life. Without me, you wander without direction, searching for meaning in places that will never satisfy you. When you choose to acknowledge me only when it fits into your schedule, you miss out on the fullness of my presence. My child, do you not know that I speak even in the silence? I whisper to your soul when the world is loud. But if you do not attune yourself to me, you will miss my voice. Do not assume that my voice will always come in grand signs and wonders. Often I speak in the gentle breeze, in the stillness of your heart, in the moments when you least expect it. Yet if you are not seeking me, you will not recognize my voice. If you allow distractions to consume you, you will become deaf to my guidance, and in doing so, you will walk a path that leads you further from my will. There are many who say they believe in me, yet they do not truly know me. They call upon my name when they are in need, but they forget me in times of comfort. They cry out when the storms rage, but when the sun shines, they go about their lives as if I am not there. My child, do not be like them. I do not want a love that is only present in desperation. I want a love that remains in all seasons. I want you to seek me in the morning when your day begins, and in the evening when the world grows quiet. I want you to seek me in moments of joy and in moments of sorrow. I want you to acknowledge me not only in your prayers, but also in your actions, in your decisions, and in the way you love others. To be connected with me is not just to pray. It is to walk in my ways, to listen when I correct you, and to trust when I lead you into the unknown. There will come a time when the distractions of this world try to pull you so far away that you struggle to hear me at all. The enemy does not want you to be connected with me. He wants you to feel too busy, too tired, or too overwhelmed to pray. He wants you to believe that missing one moment with me is insignificant. But my child, every moment with me matters. Every time you choose to turn to me, you strengthen the foundation of your faith. Every time you acknowledge me, you invite my presence to dwell in your life. And when you fail to do so, when you let days pass without seeking me, you begin to drift. It may not be noticeable at first, but slowly the connection weakens. Suddenly, the worries of the world seem heavier. Suddenly, your peace feels distant. Suddenly, your faith begins to waver. This is what happens when you do not remain in me. I have given you my word so that you may always have access to my voice. I have given you my spirit so that you may always be guided in truth. But my child, you must choose to listen. You must choose to open your heart and make room for me. If you do not intentionally seek me, the world will fill that space with things that do not satisfy. It will offer you temporary pleasures and distractions, but none of these will fulfill you the way I do. My love is everlasting, and my presence is eternal. But if you do not make me a priority, you will find yourself feeling empty, wondering why your heart feels distant from me. Do not wait until you are desperate to seek me. Do not wait until trouble comes to remember my name. Seek me now in this very moment. Acknowledge me before the trials arise, before the storms come. When you remain connected to me, you will be unshaken. The winds may blow, but they will not break you. The waters may rise, but they will not consume you. The enemy may attack, but he will not prevail, for I am with you. However, if you only seek me when the battle is upon you, you will find yourself unprepared and weak, searching for strength that could have been built during the moments when you chose to seek me daily. Many wonder why they feel distant from me, why their prayers seem unanswered, or why their faith feels weak. My child, it is not that I am far away. It is that you have not made the effort to draw near. I have always been here. I have never left. To experience my presence, you must choose to abide in me, to walk in my peace, and to listen for my voice, even when it is not convenient. You must prioritize me not just in times of need, but in every moment of your life. If you could see how the enemy tries to pull you away from me, you would understand why I speak to you now with such urgency. He does not always come with obvious temptations. He comes subtly, through busyness, distractions, and exhaustion. He convinces you that you will pray later, that you will read my word tomorrow, that you will seek me when you have more time. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to drift. But my child, I am calling you back. I am reminding you that every moment with me matters. I am showing you that the closer you stay to me, the stronger you will be. There is a reason I tell you to pray without ceasing. It is not because I need constant reminders of your love, but because you need constant reminders of my presence. The more you seek me, the more you will recognize my voice. The more you acknowledge me, the more you will feel my peace. The more you choose me, the less power the enemy will have over your life. Do not let a single day pass without turning to me, even in the smallest moments, even in the briefest prayers. Remain connected, for it is not the length of your prayers that matters, but the sincerity of your heart. I see you, my child. I see when you struggle, when you feel overwhelmed, and when the burdens of this world weigh upon you. I want you to know that you do not have to carry them alone. Come to me, lay them at my feet. Trust that I am the one who sustains you. The more you connect with me, the more you will understand that I am all you need. The world will try to convince you otherwise, promising that success, relationships, or material things will satisfy you. But my child, true satisfaction comes only from me, and true peace is found only in my presence. If you remain in me, you will never be lost. If you abide in me, you will never lack. If you trust in me, you will never be shaken. But you must choose me daily, not just in moments of crisis or when you feel like it, but in every moment. I am not just a God of emergencies. I am your Father, your Creator, your constant companion. I long to walk with you every step of the way, in every season and every moment of your life. So do not let another day pass without acknowledging me. Do not let the distractions of this world pull you away. Return to me, my child. Stay with me, remain in me, for in my presence you will find everything you have ever needed. When you choose to stay connected with me, you will never be without hope, peace, or love. I am here. I have always been here. But you must choose to stay close. Listen to me. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for presence. I know the weight of the world can press upon you. I know there are days when your heart is weary, your mind is overwhelmed, and your soul feels distant. Even then, I want you to turn to me in the smallest moments and with the simplest prayer. Remember, I am here. I have never left you and never will. I need you to stay close and keep your heart open, keeping your spirit aligned with mine. For it is in our connection that you will find your strength. Do not let guilt pull you away. and do not let shame make you hide from me. I am not angry as man is angry, nor do I love as man loves. My love is perfect, unfailing, and everlasting. Even when you falter, I am still calling your name. Even when you forget me, I am still pursuing you. Do you not see, my child, that I desire you, not for what you do or how well you perform, but simply because you are mine? You were formed in my hands, spoken into existence by my voice, and nothing can separate you from my love except your own unwillingness to come to me. This world will try to convince you that other things are more urgent than time with me. The enemy will whisper that you can wait until later, that tomorrow is a better time to pray, or that you will seek me when you feel ready. But do not be deceived. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to let me in. The more you put me aside, the easier it is to drift into a life where I become an afterthought instead of your foundation. My child, I do not want to be just a part of your life. I want it to be your life. I am the breath in your lungs, the beat of your heart, and the light in your soul. Stay connected to me, and you will never walk in darkness. Stay connected to me, and you will never be without hope. When you abide in me, you will not fear the unknown, for you will know that I hold all things in my hands. When you keep me at the center of your life, you will walk in clarity, for my spirit will guide your every step. But when you neglect me, when you treat me optional rather than essential, you will find yourself lost in the confusion of the world. You will wonder why you feel empty, why you feel uncertain, and why you feel distant. This is because you have allowed yourself to be distracted from the one thing that truly matters. I am the vine, and you are the branch. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Your strength does not come from your own ability. It comes from my spirit within you. Your wisdom is not born of your own understanding. It is given by my voice. Your peace is not found in the things of this world. It is found in my presence. If you remain in me, if you prioritize me, if you make room for me in every moment, then you will never be without direction. The storms will come and the trials will arise, but they will not shake you because you will be firmly rooted in my love. I am here, my child. I have always been here. Now I ask you, will you remain with me? Will you choose to seek me in every moment, not just in times of need, but in every breath you take? Will you let me be the foundation of your life? I am waiting with arms open wide. Come and abide in me, for in my presence you will find everything you have ever needed.